Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Rick Morera and I do videos about my Florida backyard, mostly talking about Hoyas and orchids. I also have a lot of Aroids and some other tropicals, but I concentrate on the Hoyas. As you can see, there's Hoyas everywhere, climbing up the trees, hanging on the trees, just everywhere. So the reason I'm doing this video today is because we had Elsa come by last night around 10:30, and it was a hurricane, and it was only about 25 miles off the coast of Pinellas County, which is on the west coast of Florida, on the other side of Tampa. So I was expecting it to be a little worse, but I had a feeling that the winds weren't going to be that substantial that I would have to move all my plants inside, because as you can tell, it would be a very big ordeal. So I decided to just move a few things and leave it about that and just hope for the best. And luckily enough, Mother Nature was pretty nice, and we actually had less rain and less wind than the Weather Channel was telling us, so lucky for that. So I didn't even move any of the plants on this table, so they're all fine. Nothing blew over. The only thing that I have is a lot of bamboo leaves. They're scattered everywhere, and a couple of the large bamboos are tipping over a little bit, but that's nothing big. So as you can see, there's just a lot of bamboo leaves. None of this furniture was moved anywhere. Actually, nothing back here was moved. So this is how it looked last night before the storm, and not much has changed. So as you can see, I have this bulbophyllum that fell off the rack, but that was the only plant that did that. My begonias actually on the table there didn't move, and all my plants look fine. So I was lucky. I'm sure other people are not as lucky. We did not lose power, and I think the winds only gusted up to like 50 miles an hour a couple of times. So as you can see, a lot of debris, and the bamboos are kind of leaning over about 100 feet up. So I'll probably cut down those canes there. And we have a mango tree here, and it dropped a few mangoes, but it usually does that anyway. And then the possum come and eat them. So as you can see, that one's been eaten by possum. So yeah, we're fortunate here in Pinellas County. So just some fronds and some bamboo leaves. That the hurricane did not cause any more damage than it did, and very important to me is that we didn't lose power, because Florida without AC in the middle of summer is basically unbearable. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little update on Hurricane Elsa, and I've decided to do something a little different today. I'm going to take you on my walk to the beach. And here I am on the Tampa Bay side of St. Petersburg, Florida. And as you can see, it's kind of calm out. There's a little bit of overcast skies, but I wanted to show you some banyan trees that we have outside of the Museum of Art. So this is downtown St. Petersburg. The sun's actually coming out, and I'm heading over to the St. Petersburg Pier. And over there, that's where the little beach is. So we are heading down to St. Petersburg Pier. As you can see, this is downtown St. Pete, and there's hardly any evidence of hurricane damage. The storm was about 20 miles off the coast, I'd say. But you can see there's a giant palm frond here. So you kind of, when these storms come by, you got to be careful if you're walking around, because one of these guys can come down and hit you. And this thing is about 12 feet long, and they could hurt you if they hit you hard. So St. Petersburg Pier opened up last year. It was a multi-million-dollar development, and that was to replace one that was there that was built in the 70s. So it needed major repairs, so they decided to knock it down and build this one. So I will take you in there and show you. They have a little beach and a bunch of other stuff on the pier. So skies are blue, and the hurricane is about 85 miles north of us. I think it's downgraded to a tropical storm. Over here we have the sculpture by Janet Eckelman. It's somewhat controversial because people criticize it as a giant fishing net, but at night it lights up and it creates a really nice visual against the city skyline. So I kind of like it at night more so than during the day. So we're heading over to the little beach, and this is a pier, and they incorporated a lot of Florida wetlands looking spaces. It attracts birds, as you can see over there. There's some egrets and some very native plants, grasses. It's a great place to come for a walk. I wish I did it more often, but sometimes time and other things get in the way of my walks, but I really enjoy it. And during the summer it gets up to like 90 degrees during the walks, but it's a nice workout. You can see there's a lot of native water plants and some ducks. And this is one of the inner marinas in here, and that's the Vinoy over there in the pink. They have a few restaurants and a pizza shop and a coffee shop. And a really nice beach, actually, right on the Tampa Bay side. The big beaches are on the Gulf side, and that's about 5 miles west of here. But I like to come down here because it's only about 2 miles from my house, and it's really nice to people watch. And the beach is actually quite nice. Yeah, look everywhere. There's very, very little signs that a storm came by. The sun is out. There's some clouds around. We'll probably get a stray shower later on, but we're lucky. So I think they call this Spa Beach. It's about 300 yards long. And they tied up those chairs, I guess, in preparation for the storm last night. And at the end over there, that's the end of the pier. And that's they have a couple of restaurants and a coffee shop, a bait shop, and a bunch of other stuff down there. And that's going to be it for today. I'm heading back to my car. I've walked for about 40 minutes and it's getting a little warm, so I'm going to go in and do some Hoya stuff, and then I might go to the studio later on today. So Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you back on Sunday with another garden video.